I'm Alec Bean.
And I'm Brady Levinson. Let's get into episode 8 of Big Boy Boomin Bets.
For starters, I'm sure you guys have missed us.
So much.
We've been gone, and that's okay. But me losing my bets does not stop. Last week I probably went 1 for 10, so
Me too.
nothing changes outside of the show. But we're starting a new slate here. I'm coming back stronger than ever. You can probably use that clip in a couple weeks. But for my lock of the week, I'm going Texans money line over the Jets at plus 100. Listen, I don't know why the Jets are favored in this game. They just lost to the Patriots.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? All right? The Texans, C.J. Stroud, he hasn't been off the charts like he was last year. He's still a serviceable quarterback. I get that they lost Nico Collins. I get that they lost Stephon Diggs to injury. It doesn't matter to me. Tank Dell is now their wide receiver 1. And,
Lock him in.
if you're going to bet anything, you bet Tank Dell overs this weekend. 100%. So give me the Texans over the Jets at plus 100 on Thursday Night Football.
Love that pick. Tank Dell to the moon.
Yes.
Especially in fantasy. Go get
Yes.
him if you still can. For my lock of the week, the one pick I hit on 2 weeks ago was an over-under pick, and we're going to stick with it because I'm 1 for 1, and we might as well go 2 for 2. Give me Broncos at Ravens over 45.5. And now, I know you might be thinking, wait, the Broncos have a good defense.
Yeah.
But the Ravens, they have a good enough offense to offset it. Bo Nix might be the hottest quarterback in football right now. The Ravens defense has not been good. I'm seeing this game as something along the lines like a 27-24. Maybe one of the teams cracks the 30 mark. I think each team is at least cracking 20. They'll find a way to hit that over 45.5. And honestly, I think this is a trap game for the Ravens. I know They just had that loss to the Browns. And, Deshaun Watson getting hurt was a blessing in disguise for that team. Jameis Winston looked great. But this game should be good, even though the Ravens are favored by 9.5. They're going over. Lock it in. Might be a little stinky, but it's going to work.
It's going to work. Not to mention the Ravens did just get Deontay Johnson. Great receiver for that team. For my upset of the week, now we're going to college football. We're going to State College. We're going to Penn State. I think it's State College. I hope it is.
I think so.
Penn State money line over Ohio State at plus 140. I don't know how Penn State is not favored in this game.
Because Ohio State's ranked high.
No.
Penn State's ranked high. Oh, they're 3 and 4.
Penn State is 3, and they're at Penn State. So why Ohio State is favored is beyond me. I get they have Jeremiah Smith. Big tough wide receiver. Oh no, it doesn't matter to me. That stadium is going to be rocking. Drew Aller is going to find a way to be the second coming of Tom Brady in that offense this weekend. Give me Penn State and the Nittany Lions money line at plus 140 over Ohio State.
It's a great plus money pick. Not sure why Penn State isn't favored in that game either, but should work out. It is State College, right?
It is. I believe it is State College.
All right. Anyways, for my upset of the week, this is a quarterback who's not tired, unlike the guy he just got the starting nod over. Give me the Colts over the Vikings at plus 190. Joe Flacco is officially back.
He's back.
And now, say what you will about his performances earlier in the season, but he was just filling in for AR at that point. He wasn't the starter. As soon as he got named the starter in Cleveland last year, he took off. The same thing's going to happen. Watch it happen. The Vikings are in turmoil. They started off 5-0. They lost 2 straight.
Yeah.
The Lions disassembled them. This team is just struggling heavy right now.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. The offense is struggling. Obviously, the Rams looked a lot better than they did all season. That's why they lost on Thursday Night Football. The Avengers are assembled on that offense again, whatever. But the Colts are back because Joe Flacco is back. And the Vikings are struggling. I don't care if they're at Minnesota. Give me the Colts all the way. The second comeback story of Joe Flacco begins now.
Absolutely love that pick. Joe Flacco. I mean, not enough good things can be said about Joe Flacco.
Such a lovable guy.
He's a great guy, and he's a fantastic football player.
Mm-hmm.
Not much else to be said there. Now, Brady had his gross pick of the over. This one is pretty gross too. Why I'm betting on the 10th and 13th ranked teams in the Big Ten in football this year is beyond me. But I'm taking the University of Washington Huskies money line over USC at plus 110. Listen, I got no idea why I'm doing this. Not a single clue.
It's that LSU pick logic.
But Washington is at home. They have been better than USC this year. Will Rogers has thrown for 2,000 yards this year. He's got 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. The dude is playing pretty well. 72% completion rate. But he's been sacked 16 times. Doesn't matter to me. He's getting sacked twice a game. Fine by me. He's going to win this game for me. USC has been lost without Caleb Williams, and that shows. I don't really know what else to say about that USC team because, quite frankly, Lincoln Riley has not done much this year with that roster. So give me the Washington Huskies over USC at plus 110.
I don't know how to feel about that pick. I think the last time you bet on Washington, I think they lost.
They did.
But
they did.
You know what? USC is a much worse opponent than... I don't even know who they played.
I don't know who it was, but they can't fail me
Wasn't
twice.
Wasn't it Iowa? It was Iowa.
It was Iowa,
Yeah. Well, anyways, Will Rogers,
please.
Answer Alec's prayers.
Please.
And now to answer my prayers of the week, Baker, Millie Rock, Mayfield. No, I'm not taking the Buccaneers money line. Let's get this straight. The Buccaneers defense sucks.
Yep.
The Kansas City Chiefs are by some way still undefeated. Someone please beat them. It's not going to be the Buccaneers, but let me tell you that this line is awful.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are favored by 9?
Yeah.
Are we serious?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? The Buccaneers are going against the spread at plus 9 this week at minus 120. Yes, their defense has been bad, like I just said. Their offense has been really good. Baker Mayfield just put on a great performance without Mike Evans or Chris Godwin.
He's looked phenomenal.
I was mad that Trey Palmer didn't get his anytime touchdown after waking up pissed off. I did bet on that. I took the odds there. But you know what? That offense is still going to be good. The Chiefs, let's be real, haven't been anything special. They've found a way to win games. They have not been anything special. I think they should have blown out the Raiders last week.
Yeah.
And they didn't. Now, they're still going to beat the Buccaneers just because that defense can't do anything. But they're not going to beat them by 9. Give me the Buccaneers against the spread at plus 9 this week.
I love that pick. The Chiefs team has not looked good at all this year. A few calls away from being 5-2.
Has to be, especially that Falcons game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Don't get me started.
Go back to that a ton. Anyways, that's going to be all for this episode of Big Boy Boomin Bets. We are glad to be back and glad to be making you some money this week. I'm locking it in right now. No other thoughts, just money. I'm Brady Levinson.
And I'm Alec Bean. Remember to gamble safely, gamble responsibly, make some money like Brady said, and we'll see you next week.